Hello viewers, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the telecast of Potter's House Christian Mission, Ibadan, Nigeria. It promises to be a time of blessing, a time of revelation in the presence of God, as we bring you today's episode of What Saith the Scriptures. Chapter 40 of the book of Genesis, and I'm going to read from verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that the butler of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt.
Ni agboti ọba Íjíbítì àti aláṣẹ rẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ ọba Íjíbítì olúwa wọn.
Right. And Pharaoh was wroth against two of his officers, against the chief of the butlers and against the chief of the bakers.
Fáráò sì bínú sí méjì nínú àwọn ìjòyè rẹ̀, sí olórí àwọn agbọ́tí àti sí olórí àwọn aláṣẹ.
And he put them in the house of the captain of the guard, into the prison, the place where Joseph was bound.
Ó sì fi wọ́n sínú túbú nínú ilé olórí ẹ̀ṣọ́, sínú túbú tí a gbé de Joseph sí.
And the captain of the guard charged Joseph with them, and he served them, and they continued a season in ward.
Olórí ẹ̀ṣọ́ náà sì fi Joseph jẹ olórí wọn, ó sì ń ṣe ìtọ́jú wọn, wọ́n sì pẹ́ díẹ̀ nínú túbú náà.
I wish I could pause here.
Ó wù mí kí n dánu dúró díẹ̀.
But let me read verse 5. And they dreamed a dream, both of them, each man his dream in one night, each man according to the interpretation of his dream. The butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were bound in the prison.
Àwọn méjèèjì sì lá àlá kan, olúkúlùkù lá àlá tirẹ̀ ní òru kan náà, olúkúlùkù bí ìtumọ̀ àlá tirẹ̀, agbọ́tí àti aláṣẹ ọba Íjíbítì tí a dè sínú túbú náà.
Conference of the dreamers.
Ìpàdé àwọn alálàá.
The gathering of dreamers.
Àpéjọpọ̀ àwọn alálàá.
The congregation of dreamers.
Àwùjọ àwọn alálàá.
I perceive that the Lord himself is working something out in your own life.
Mo ṣàkíyèsí pé Ọlọ́run ṣiṣẹ́, ó sì ń ṣe ètò nǹkan pàtó nínú ayé rẹ̀.
I perceive there is something very unique about your life that you yourself could not decode.
Mo ṣàkíyèsí pé ohun kan wà nípa ayé rẹ tó yàtọ̀, tó ṣe pé ìwọ tìkálára rẹ kò tilẹ̀ lè túmọ̀ rẹ̀ tàbí kó o mọ bó ṣe jẹ́.
I perceive there is something very spectacular in your life and about your life that up to now you seem not to have a grip on it, that the Lord in this meeting will want to unravel.
Mo mọ̀ pé mo ṣàkíyèsí bákan náà pé ohun kan wà tó ṣe pé ó yàtọ̀ nípa ayé rẹ àti nínú ayé rẹ tó ṣe pé ìwọ pẹ̀lú fúnra rẹ ò tí ẹ̀ létí mọ ò mọ bó ṣe jẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run fẹ́ túmọ̀ rẹ̀ fún ọ.
Conference of the dreamers.
Àpéjọpọ̀ àwọn alálàá.
And all of them in the prison.
Àti pé gbogbo wọn nínú ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n tàbí ilé túbú.
The three people I am seeing here had dreams.
Àwọn mẹ́ta tí mò ń rí níbi tí a kà yìí ló láàlá. Wọ́n ní àlá.
Good. And the three of them all together were incarcerated.
Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí tí wọ́n wà nínú túbú yìí ló dàbí ìgbà pé a sì ti tẹ̀ wọ́n lọ́dàá.
Àfi wọ́n sínú àhámọ́.
Àfi wọ́n sínú àhámọ́ tàbí túbú.
And I'm just bringing a very small charge to you tonight.
Ìpèníjà kékeré ni mo fẹ́ mú wá fún yín ní àṣálẹ́ yìí.
When we start tomorrow, the Lord will be showing to us further light about the theme of this meeting.
Nígbà tá a bá tẹ̀síwájú lọ́la, Ọlọ́run yóò túbọ̀ máa tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí i nípa ohun tí ètò ìpàdé yìí tó dálé lórí.
Joseph had a dream.
Jósẹ́fù láàlá.
Since he was a teenager.
Nígbà tó wà ní ọ̀dọ́langba.
He had a dream.
Ó láàlá.
He believed in his dreams.
Ó gbàgbọ́ nínú àlá rẹ̀.
He believed that his dreams will surely come to pass.
Ó gbàgbọ́ pé àlá òun yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
His brothers believed it so much.
Àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ wọ́n gbàgbọ́ pẹ̀lú.
That was why they wanted to kill him.
Ìdí nìyí tí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ pa á.
Because they didn't want his dream to come to pass.
Torí pé wọn ò fẹ́ kí àlá rẹ̀ kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
Why?
Kí nìdí rẹ̀?
Because the coming to pass of the dream of Joseph will make them to stoop down before Joseph.
Torí pé mímúṣẹ àlá Jósẹ́fù yóò mú kí àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ yìí kí wọ́n tẹríba níwájú rẹ̀.
That was their own understanding.
Òye èyí tí wọ́n ní ní eléyìí.
They thought that Joseph would be set above them.
Wọ́n rò pé ńṣe ni a ó gbé Jósẹ́fù lé wọn lórí.
They didn't understand that Joseph was not going to be set above them. He will only be sent ahead of them.
Kò yé wọn wípé a ò ní gbé Jósẹ́fù lé wọn lórí bí kò ṣe pé a ó ràn lọ síwájú wọn.
They couldn't fathom that, and I'm not touching that yet because this is just the opening charge.
Wọn ò rí eléyìí tú ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò fẹ́ lọ sí agbọn bẹ̀ ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí.
But they believed so much in the dreams of Joseph.
Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n gbàgbọ́ púpọ̀ lórí àlá Jósẹ́fù.
They believed that his dreams will surely come to pass.
Wọ́n gbàgbọ́ pé dájúdájú àlá Jósẹ́fù yìí yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
I am thinking that the faith of Joseph's brothers about his dream appeared to be stronger than the faith of Joseph in his dreams.
Ó dàbí ìgbà pé ìgbàgbọ́ àti ìdánilójú tí àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ ní nípa àlá rẹ̀ ó ju ti òun gan ti kàlára rẹ̀ lọ.
Because while Joseph was relaxed in his own heart,
nígbà tí Joseph sinmi ní
his
ọkàn,
brothers were not relaxed.
àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ àárẹ̀ òun wọn.
When Joseph was not thinking about it, they were thinking about it.
Nígbà tí Joseph ò máa ronú nípa àlá yìí mọ́, àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ ò dẹ́kun wọ́n ń rò ó.
When Joseph was not bothered about that dream, they were bothered.
Nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ àlá yìí ò ká Joseph lára, ó ń ká àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ lára.
So much so that as he appeared while he was looking for them, they said, "Here cometh the dreamer."
Débẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́ pé bí wọ́n ṣe rí tó yọ lókèèrè ni wọ́n sọ wípé wo olóńbọ̀ yìí.
Alalani.
Alálàáni ló ń bọ̀ yìí.
They were thinking about his dreams.
Wọ́n ń ronú nípa àlá rẹ̀.
They had sleepless nights about his dreams.
Wọn ò lójú oorun nítorí àlá Joseph.
But Joseph himself was not as concerned about his dream like his brothers.
ọ̀rọ̀ aláyìí kò mú mọ́láyà Jósẹ́fù gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn arákùnrin
It
rẹ̀.
didn't take them so many hours to plan what they will do to Joseph.
kò gbà wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wákàtí láti ṣe ètò tó fẹ́ ṣe sí Jósẹ́fù.
Not because it was that easy to plan to kill,
kì í ṣe kó rọrùn láti ṣètò àti pààyàn,
but because they have been discussing it again and again, over and over among themselves.
nítorí pé wọ́n ti ń jíròrò ọ̀rọ̀ yìí láàrin ara wọn.
I am thinking in my heart
wọ́n ronú nínú ọkàn mi
that you are not as concerned about your dreams as the devil is.
pé aláàárẹ̀ ọ̀ka ọ lára bó ṣe ká èṣù gan fúnra rẹ̀.
You seem not to understand what God has for you in terms of the vision of your life.
ó dàbí ìgbà pé ìwọ bò tiẹ̀ ní òye nípa ohun tí Ọlọ́run ní fún ọ nípa ìran ayé
So
rẹ̀.
when you were sleeping
nígbà tó ń sùn,
and when you were careless,
nígbà tó jẹ tó ń jábára,
the devil was not sleeping,
èṣù ò sùn,
the devil was not careless,
èṣù ò sì jábára,
and he's still not
kò
careless
sì jábára síbẹ̀
because he believed your
nítorí
dreams.
tí ó gba àlá rẹ gbọ́,
He believes your vision.
ó gba ìran rẹ gbọ́,
He believes that those things will surely come to
ó
pass.
gbàgbọ́ pé àwọn nǹkan tí o ti rí yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
When you are flippant about it,
nígbà tó fọwọ́ dẹ́ngbẹ̀rẹ̀ mú,
when you are careless about it,
nígbà tó tiẹ̀ bìkítà ń pa
when
rẹ̀,
you even think you could be careless with your life,
nígbà tó tiẹ̀ bìkítà ń pa ayé rẹ̀,
when you are not praying about it,
nígbà tó tiẹ̀ gbàdúrà ń pa
the
rẹ̀,
devil was strategizing.
èṣù ó ń wá ọ̀nà yín nìke káàkiri.
Like Saul
gẹ́gẹ́ bí Sọ́ọ̀lù
was not going to sleep
pé kò ní sùn,
and he was not going to rest
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní sinmi.
as long as the son of Jesse is alive.
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí ọmọ Jésè bá sì ń bẹ ní ààyè,
He told Jonathan,
ó sọ fún Jonathan,
as long as the son of Jesse lives,
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí ọmọ Jésè bá sì kú,
your kingdom shall not be established.
ìjọba rẹ yóò ní fìdí múlẹ̀.
Look at you.
wọ́
You are sleeping.
ò ń sùn,
You are careless.
ò ń jáfara,
Don't you know
ó mọ ní.
that as long as David is alive,
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí Dáfídì bá ń bẹ láàyè,
you will never sit upon the throne of
ó
Israel.
ní jókòó lórí ìtẹ́ Ísírẹ́lì.
You are the one that is sleeping.
ìwọ ló ń sùn,
You are the one that is doubting your dreams.
ìwọ ló ń ṣiyèméjì nípa àlá rẹ,
You are the one that is doubting the visions God has given to you.
ìwọ ló ń ṣiyèméjì nípa ìran tí Ọlọ́run fún ọ.
The devil is not.
èṣù òṣù
He's not doubting it.
kò ṣiyèméjì nípa rẹ̀.
He knew
ó mọ̀
that God has never told one lie.
pé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè yìí kò parọ́ kan rí.
He knew
ó mọ̀
that which he has spoken concerning you,
pé èyí tó ti sọ nípa rẹ̀ yìí
he will perform it.
yóò mú wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
There are issues happening to you,
àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ayé rẹ,
and I perceive you are saying, wow,
mo sì rò pé ó ń rò pé kí nìdí ẹ,
why should this happen to me?
kí nìdí tí eléyìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi.
Am I no more a child of God?
sẹ́mi kì í wá sí ọmọ Ọlọ́run níbí.
Am I no more part of the Commonwealth of Israel?
wọ́n á ṣe alábàákẹ́gbẹ́pọ̀ ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì mọ́ bí.
Why should this happen to
kí nìdí
me?
tẹ́lẹ̀ fi ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sáyé mi.
Oh, you don't know why?
ó mọ̀
Oh, I'd like to tell you why.
mo láti sọ fún ọ.
The why is because
ìdí náà ni pé
as long as you live,
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí o bá sì ń bẹ láàyè,
the kingdom of the devil cannot be established.
ìjọba èṣù a ò lè fi ìdí rẹ̀ kalẹ̀.
As long as you live,
níwọ̀n ìgbà tó bá sì ń mí,
what God has spoken concerning you
ohun tí Ọlọ́run ti sọ nípa
will
rẹ̀
surely come to pass.
dájúdájú yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
The devil knows.
èṣù náà bẹ́ẹ̀,
So the only thing he knows he could do
ohun kan náà tó mọ̀ tó lè ṣe,
is to frustrate your life.
òun náà láti dá ọ lágara.
When he raises men against you,
nígbà tó bá gbé àwọn ènìyàn dìde lòdì sí ayé
it
rẹ̀,
is not that those men just want to be wicked.
kì í ṣe pé ṣe náà fẹ́ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ṣe jẹ́ èèyàn burúkú sí
It's
ọ
all because of your dreams.
nítorí àlá rẹ̀ náà ni.
The devil knows
èṣù mọ̀
what you will turn out to be in few years to come if he doesn't do anything about you now.
òun ò bá ṣe nǹkan kan nípa ayé rẹ̀, ohun tó padà dà ní ìjọba.
He knows
ó mọ̀
You are the one that forgot what God spoke to you 5 years ago.
ìwọ ló ti gbàgbé tọ́lọ́ ń bá ọ sọ níbi ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn.
The devil has not forgotten.
èso ò gbàgbé.
He kept his diary.
òun ibi tó ń kọ́ ọ sí kò sọ́nà.
He is reading it every day.
bí ti ń kọ́ ní kà.
He said that one,
eléyìí.
God said so and so thing about it.
olúwa sọ báyìí.
He said, you see this one, God said so, and I know that what God said will come to
ó sì mọ̀ pé
pass.
tọ́lọ́ ń sọ ọ́pá rẹ̀ yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ o.
I feel I should tell you
mo wò ó pé kí n sọ fún ọ.
that those strange things happening around you
pé àwọn tó ṣàjèjì tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyìíká
are
rẹ̀
not happening accidentally.
kì í ṣe wípé wọ́n ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ
It's
bẹ́ẹ̀ lásán.
all because of your dream.
ó dá lórí pé àlá rẹ̀ náà ni.
It's because of what you represent.
nítorí tó dúró fún yìí náà ni.
It's all because of what God wants to do through your life.
nítorí tọ́lá ń fẹ́ ṣe nípa ayé rẹ̀
It's
náà.
all because of what God has spoken concerning your life.
nítorí tọ́lá ti sọ nípa rẹ̀ náà.
Is your ministry under a very serious threat?
ìjẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ rẹ wà lábẹ́ ẹ̀rù jẹjẹ bí.
Is your family under a very terrible pressure?
ṣé ẹbí rẹ ń bẹ lẹ́bí àjàgà tó ń wo mí.
Oh, be of good cheer.
tútúkà
It is not because you are a criminal,
kì í ṣe pé nítorí pé ojú ọ̀daràn ni.
but you are actually.
ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀daràn ni.
Because the
lọ́kàn náà.
devil looks at you as a criminal.
torí pé èṣù ń wò ó gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀daràn.
Because you will commit certain things that will devastate him.
torí pé ó ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan èyí tí ó pa iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ rẹ́.
So
nítorí náà
I feel I should first tell you that.
mo wò ó pé kí n kọ́kọ́ sọ eléyìí fún ọ náà.
And I think I should add to it
mo sì rò pé kí n tún fi eléyìí kún.
that it becomes terrible
yóò wá burú jáì
when you don't know
tó o bá mọ̀
that the devil is ever aiming at your life.
pé èṣù ó ń lépa rẹ̀ gidigidi.
And then you start to live carelessly.
ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa gbé bó ṣe wù ọ́.
You don't know.
kò yé ọ.
You don't know that the devil has set traps everywhere.
o ò mọ̀ wípé èṣù ti dẹ páńpẹ́ sí gbogbo ibi tó lè rìn sí.
Just to ensure
láti sáàrí pé
you don't get to the point of the fulfillment of your dream.
pé o débi ìmúṣẹ ìlérí àlá rẹ.
I'd like to declare over you tonight,
mo fẹ́ kéde rẹ̀ lórí rẹ
either
lásán.
the devil likes it or not,
bóyá èṣù fẹ́ ni tàbókò.
the dreams that God has given to you
àlá èyí tí ọlọ́run ti fi fún ọ.
in your lifetime,
nígbà tó wà láyé
when
láàyè.
you are still full of life and energy,
nígbà tí agbára àti okun
shall
rẹ̀ sì ń
surely
bẹ̀rẹ̀.
come to pass in the name of Jesus.
wá sí ìmúṣẹ ní orúkọ Jésù.
When sickness come to afflict you,
nígbà tí àìsàn bá dé láti wá pọ́n ọ lójú.
and it's as though it will snuff life out of you,
tó wá dàbí ìgbà pé ó fẹ́ mú ẹ̀mí rẹ lọ.
it's not that God has slept in the
kì í
heavens.
ṣe pé ṣe lọ́lọ́run sùn lọ́rùn.
It is because
torí pé
there is a devil
èṣù kan bẹ
who
èyí
says,
tó wí pé
no,
kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
this one
eléyìí
cannot come to
kò
pass.
lè wá sí ìmúṣẹ.
When family squabbles arise
nígbà tí àwọn ẹbí bá dìde lòdì.
and there are unrests in your family,
tí àìsinmi tó sì wà nínú ẹbí rẹ.
and your marriage is violently rocked by storm,
tí èṣù sì ń fi ìjì oríṣiríṣi mi ìdílé rẹ.
it is not because you have not studied the scriptures.
kì í ṣe pé o ò tí ì ka bíbélì.
It is not because the Spirit of God did not speak to you about your spouse before you got married.
kì í ṣe pé ọlọ́run ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹni tó fẹ́ kó o tó fẹ́.
It is because
ó túmọ̀ sí pé
He wants you distracted.
ó ṣàfẹ́ kí ọkàn rẹ kó ṣí kò níbi àlá rẹ.
It's all because of your dream.
torí àlá rẹ náà ni.
When sin is sold to you cheaply,
nígbà tí a bá ta ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fún ọ ní pọ́ńtọ̀.
and a young woman throws herself on your laps,
tí ọ̀dọ́mọbìnrin tó sì fi ara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ọ lórí itan rẹ̀.
and so cheap,
tó o sì wò pé ọ̀pọ̀ lélẹ́yìí.
It is not because that lady is that cheap.
kì í ṣe pé ọmọbìnrin yìí ó pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
It is your dream that the enemy want to cheapen.
aláàárẹ̀ náà lè sùn fẹ́ rápálá wọbẹ̀.
Ó fẹ́ sọ di pọ́ńtọ̀.
ó fẹ́ sọ aláàárẹ̀ di pọ́ńtọ̀.
If you are a careless Christian,
tó o bá jẹ́ kìrìsìtẹ́nì oníjàfara,
you will have sold your dream
o bá ti ta aláàárẹ̀ ní pọ́ńtọ̀.
very cheaply.
o bá ti tà á ní pọ́ńtọ̀.
Joseph didn't know
Joseph ò mọ̀
that his dream
pé àlá rẹ̀
carried so much weight
pé ó ní ìwọ̀n
in the heart of his brothers.
ní ọkàn àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀.
He didn't understand
òye
the value of his dreams.
ìwúwo àti ìtumọ̀ àti bí àlá rẹ̀ bó ṣe níye lórí tó.
He didn't understand
òye
what it means for the sun and the moon and 11 stars to bow
ohun tó túmọ̀
to
sí
him.
kí ìràwọ̀ àti òṣùpá kan máa tẹríba fún
Àti
nìkan
oòrùn.
àti oòrùn pẹ̀lú kó tẹríba fún.
These are great lights
àwọn ìmọ́lẹ̀ ńlá yìí
that God created and established in the firmament.
tí Ọlọ́run dá tó sì fi wọ́n sí òfurufú.
These are lights that determines the seasons and times.
àwọn ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó ń ṣàpèjúwe tàbí tó ń ṣe àmì sí ìgbà àti àkókò.
And Joseph said, they bow to me.
Joseph sì wí pé wọ́n tẹríba fún mi.
Sun
oòrùn
bowing
tẹríba fún mi.
to you.
tẹríba fún mi.
The moon
òṣùpá
bowing to you.
ó wá ń tẹríba fún mi.
Many years after
ní àìmọye ọdún lẹ́yìn ìgbà yìí
that Joseph had died,
tí Joseph ti kú tán,
and Joshua
Joshua
spoke to the sun and the moon.
ó wá bá oòrùn àti òṣùpá sọ̀rọ̀.
He said, you sun, stand thou still,
ó ní ìwọ oòrùn dúró jẹ́,
and you moon in the valley of Aijalon,
àti ìwọ òṣùpá ní àfonífojì
until I have put the enemies of the Lord at the edge of the sword.
tí wọ́n fi pa gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá pẹ̀lú idà.
And the Bible says, and the sun stood still,
Bíbélì wípé oòrùn sì dúró,
and the moon.
òṣùpá pẹ̀lú.
The Bible says God has never listened to the voice of any man like that.
Bíbélì pé Ọlọ́run ò tí ì fetí sí ohùn ènìyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí eléyìí rí.
It was just once.
ẹ̀ẹ̀kan yìí náà ni.
But for Joseph,
ṣùgbọ́n fún Joseph,
is that the sun and the moon and the stars,
ó ní àwọn oòrùn àti òṣùpá àti àwọn ìràwọ̀.
they bow.
ó ní wọ́n ń tẹríba fún.
A man
ọkùnrin
who could take charge of season.
èyí tó lè mú ìgbà àti àkókò lọ́wọ́ ara rẹ̀.
A man
ọkùnrin
who by himself
òun fúnra ara rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé
could control season and
tó lè
times.
ṣe ìdarí àkókò àti ìgbà.
A man
ọkùnrin
who could change a season of famine to a season of plenty.
èyí tó lè sọ àkókò ìyàn àti ìgbà ìyàn di ìgbà ọ̀pọ̀.
Moon and the stars and the sun bow unto me.
oòrùn àti òṣùpá àti ìràwọ̀ wọ́n ń tẹríba fún mi.
Joseph didn't understand.
òye Joseph
He didn't know what it means
ó máa ń tó túmọ̀ sí.
for a man to control times and seasons.
fún ènìyàn láti lè máa ṣe adarí ìgbà àti àkókò.
But the devil knew what that implied.
ṣùgbọ́n èso máa ń tẹ́lẹ̀ túmọ̀ sí.
And he found willing hands
ó
in
sì
his
rí àwọn
brothers.
ọwọ́ tí ó tó ṣetán láti ṣe lòdì sí ní àárín àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀.
And he moved them against him.
ó sì tì wọ́n kọlù.
There is nothing wrong about that pastor that hates you in your church.
kò sí nǹkan tó tuntun nínú ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó kórìíra nínú ìjọ tó wà.
It's only that he's a willing instrument in the hand of the devil because of your dream.
ó kàn jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ ohun èlò tó ṣetán tó fi ara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún èlò nítorí àlá rẹ̀ ni.
It's just because of your dream.
torí àlá rẹ̀ náà ni.
The devil only found them channels to pass,
èṣù kan máa ń rí wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀nà láti gbà
to hit you hard.
láti kọlù ọ́ ní kíkankíkan.
If you don't carry any value,
tó o bá gbé nǹkan kan tó níye lọ.
why would the devil be sleepless about your
èdè
life?
tí èṣù òfin lójú oorun torí rẹ̀.
If anybody say you are worthless,
sẹ́nìkan máa ń sọ fún ọ pé ayé rẹ̀ ò jámọ́ nǹkan kan.
tell him to go and ask the devil.
sọ fún ọ pé kó lọ béèrè lọ́wọ́ èṣù.
He knows
èṣù mọ̀
that you are not worthless.
pé ayé ẹ jámọ́ nǹkan.
He knows you want something.
Ó mọ̀ pé ayé ẹ jámọ́ nǹkan kan.
Kí ló fi pè?
What do you compare it to be?
That the only Son of God
Pé ọmọ Ọlọ́run nìkan ṣoṣo
will die
yóò kú
for me.
fún mi.
And you are telling me that I want nothing?
Wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ǹjámọ̀ nǹkan kan.
No,
Kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
you don't understand.
Kò yé ọ.
You don't.
Kò yé ọ.
I worth more than anything.
Ayé mi túmọ̀ sí ohun tó pọ̀.
The devil knows.
Èṣù sì mọ̀.
That's why he raises all kinds against me.
Ìdí nìyẹn tó ṣe ń gbé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ oríṣiríṣi ohun dìde sí mi.
That's why he's raising all kinds against you.
Ìdí nìyẹn tó ṣe ń gbé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun gbogbo dìde sí ọ.
My first fear is that you will not cooperate with him.
Ìbẹ̀rù mi àkọ́kọ́ ni pé kó o má bàa fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀
My
pẹ̀lú rẹ̀.
first fear is that you will not create a chance for him to do what he wants to do against your
Ìbẹ̀rù
life.
mi ni pé kó o má ṣe fi ààyè gbà á láti ṣe ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe lórí ayé rẹ̀.
Conference of the dreamers.
Àkójọpọ̀ àwọn alálàá.
This dream of Joseph
Àlá Jósẹ́fù yìí
will have terminated his life
ìbá ti mú ayé rẹ̀ dópin
except God intervene.
bí kì í bá ṣe bí Ọlọ́run bá dá sí i.
If you are ignorant of many things,
Tí ò yọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mi ò bá yọ.
you shouldn't be ignorant of your dreams.
Ọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ aláìlóye sí àlá rẹ̀.
You shouldn't be ignorant of where God is taking you.
Ọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ aláìlóye sí ibi tí Ọlọ́run
You
kọ.
shouldn't be ignorant of the fact that you have a future.
Ọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ aláìlóye sí pé o ní ọjọ́ iwájú. Ọlọ́run ń ṣe ló gbé ọ.
And when he finally felt, yes, this is the final blow, I will destroy this one.
Nígbà tó wá tẹ̀sùn wá rò pé ó ti di agbọ̀n pé kò ń pa ọ́n.
Somebody just came to the slave market
Ẹnìkan wá sí ọjà ibi tí ó ti ń ta ẹrú
with his blood
pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹ̀.
and bought you.
Ó sì rà ọ́.
This program was brought to you by Potter's House Christian Mission, Bedford, Alata Village, off Ijebu-Ode, Ibadan Road, Adebayo Idiayinre, Ibadan, Nigeria. We believe that the Lord has richly blessed and challenged your heart by today's telecast. For further inquiries, prayers, and counseling, please contact us on and God bless you.
Yeah.